Okay, I think I have enough voice left to do one more video today. We are talking about Pixies Marseille Tarot, which is a Kickstarter deck that we just received last week. And I've done a few other videos about the individual cards. Now we're just going to look quickly at the court cards. Here are the pages. And this is, I think this is such an, why does this feel like such an unusual look? I don't know if it's just because they usually did fair-haired people in the court card for the other, for Golden Dawn and stuff. I don't know why this looks so unusual to me, to have a dark-haired page. Well, see if they got it here too. And then this is almost red. You look at the difference between that one and that one. That one looks blonde, that one looks more red. Interesting. So there's our pages. And here are our knights. And so this one, there's a little, I feel like the positioning is probably more of the Golden Dawn positioning, like with, you know, those choppy clouds that give you the idea of, those choppy clouds that give you an idea of movement in the Knight of Swords, for example. That's very much a Golden Dawn type of thing. But then you see more of that, you know, the iconography, I think, on the individuals, I think is more reminiscent of the Marseille decks. And so I think you're going to see some of the, what do you call that when it's in clothing? The emblems, I guess, that you see in them. And even, boy, look at this. I mean, this is like the horse blanket that's underneath it. That's a salamander down there, I believe. Those are salamanders. Knight of Wands, yeah, see in there you can see salamanders. Let me bring this up close here. You can see salamanders up on, you know, on the top underneath there. Very cool. Here we go. We have our queens. Look at our goddesses here. Love them. Wow, I love these in all those. It's so interesting that they use in those deep primary color, you know, very dark primary colors. Looking, do they each have an animal? No, it looks like these two have an animal, but then this is the ram's horn here. And this has, is that a cherub with a fish, maybe? And then, you know, we have a little cherub there, also a bird. And it looks like a gargoyle over here with a cat in front. Interesting. Very interesting. And then finally, we have our kings. And once again, yeah, I get the idea that, you know, the clothing would be from the Marseille style, but you're going to see this, the position that they're seating is more Golden Dawn. And those hats, I love that each of their crowns incorporate that, what do you call it? Oh my God, my mind just went blank. That Ouroboros type of figure eight style of infinity symbol. That is very cool. We have those salamanders again carried over, and the ram. Very cool. Now, since we have some time, let's see if we can look at our different suits next to each other. Knight. And there's our page. So here's the Wands suit. Just gonna sort these real quick here. Here's the Wands suit. You see that, I mean, the sunflower, the yellows are integrated. It seems like that yellow is more integrated into their their clothing, along with a red, and they all have the salamander. Where's her salamander? Interesting, she does not have one. The other three do. Am I missing it? Tell me if I'm missing the salamander on hers. That's interesting. She has different iconography. I mean, Queen can do what she wants. Girl, you go. So there's our wand suit. Here is our swords suit. There we go. That sword is interesting. Its sword is red. It's got that red edge, like, oh, interesting. That's so interesting. These swords have all been used, but the page is new. The page has, oh, I love this. The page has just pulled their sword out of their hilt. It's never been used before because they're a page. Let me look at, I was just gonna say if there's any difference in the wands here that I could see. That is so cool. I love that. Swords they've got, and yeah, you look at it, their trees there, kind of wind blown. Everything is a little wind blown here. And the clouds, the wind blown clouds up there. I love it. And those faces, that's interesting. I gotta see what that means, what those faces mean. And I'm just realizing, yeah, there were no clouds in the wands, so the swords all had a cloud in every one of them. There is our cups. So here's interesting, you've got that blonde, or a lighter, almost red hair, and does that mean you have gray hair, or is that, to me that kind of looks on his head, the king's head, it almost looks like, you know, one of those cap things that they would wear, that, you know, knights would wear underneath their helmets, type of thing. But the cups, we have water in every one of the cups. And there's fish. He's got a fish in his cup. He has fish on his mantle. We got our little guy, has a fish there, and there's a fish in the background. Oh, and on his cloak there too. I'm sorry if I keep hitting the table and moving the camera. I apologize. You know, and here's another thing. Remember from the previous, from the swords, we did that the page was new because they just pulled their sword out of their hilt. Here the page has just taken the lid off the cup. So it's their first time experiencing that suit. Almost like it's been, like it was covered with their cloak. Here, let me pull this up here. Almost like it was covered with their cloak. Like they've revealed it. They've unveiled the cup. It's brand new. Love that so much. And the size, you know, this is a new cup, but the size of these three gets bigger as you go up. All right, and our fourth suit, Pentacles. Got a minute for this one. All right. The Pentacle suit, oh, it's very different because it has a yellow background. I was gonna point out the background, like in this first, in the wands, we just had blue sky background. Then in swords, we had clouds, a blue sky and clouds in the background. And then in, oh, and this is interesting. So in the cups, we had kind of a gray background, although some of them were blue. So there's a blue in the Queen and a blue in the Knight. But here we have that yellow background. It's very different. We have, oh, pair there. We've got a little bunny down there under the Queen. And I'm interested, okay, what is he holding? So I want to look close at this. What is he holding in his hand? You know, with the other pages, they had all like just discovered their suit's icon. And I'm wondering what this is. It's almost like it's a key, like, you know, on a keychain or something that he's holding, like he's unlocked it or something. I don't know. Interesting. Very cool. So there, oh, and let's get them over. So there are our chord cards for Pixies Marseille Tarot. I think that's going to be it for me for a while. Let me know what else you want to see. Thanks. Bye-bye.